Alright, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of season 3 of the Pacers rebuild. Now into the second half of the 85-86 season, with the Indiana Pacers now 35-7. Trying to make sure we're good to go, and we are. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm not going to really delay anything. We're just going to pick up right where we left off last night and hopefully keep up the winning ways. I am 4 games away from tying how many wins I had the whole last season, so the improvement is crazy. I thought about changing or adding a couple of minutes here and there to the rotation, but I'm going to leave it as is because this team's doing great. So here we go. 3 more wins. I like that. Sometimes I feel like if you shut it off and turn it back on, the team does completely different than how they were doing before, but that's probably just in my mind. But for now, keep winning. The Pistons are a team I've beaten, I think, 3 times now, and they've all been super close games. We got Kellogg continuing his awesome ways, Ewing with a great game. Really good all around, it looks like. I'll take that. Held Isaiah to 14 points. Good stuff. Beat the Bulls by 30. That's a team I've lost to twice so far. Cool. Johnson with 27. Kellogg got 16 rebounds. Stockton with 15. Another good game. Shot really good percentage. Jordan scored 31 on me. That's what he's averaging. They just don't have anybody else that scores, really. And I beat the Sonics, who I think have another one of my losses. So I'm at least getting some revenge on these teams that beat me earlier in the year. Ewing, I think that's a career high potentially as a rookie. 33 sure is. Kellogg, that is not quite a season high. He had 37 earlier. Bill Walton with a double-double off the bench. I'll take that. Butch Carter kind of randomly had 7 assists. Tom Chambers over here on the Sonics. Only 2 rebounds. They only had 28 rebounds. I whooped on them in rebounds. All right, let's keep going. Beat the Pistons again. I think... Oh, maybe I haven't. I haven't quite scouted all the real people to completion yet. It looks like maybe one more go-round will do it. Who else? I think there was somebody else down here I found. Shasky's real too, but Kempton was the other guy. Alright, I think everybody else is fake, so we'll just go up and I guess go with the guys that are seemingly good, but there's no way I'm drafting them. Derek Harper, I've been relatively injury-free. I had Kellogg hurt day-to-day earlier in the year, and now Harper's day-to-day. So I'm hoping my training staff is keeping these guys good to go. Harper's down 3. Which injury is it? Sprained right ankle. That's probably something he should rest. Oh my, yeah, he's down 22. He's down almost 40 in speed. Yeah, he's not playing. So thankfully I've got Butch Carter and Nate Archibald ready to go. We're going to let, I think, Wally Walker enter the rotation now. He's not really played. And hopefully this won't take too long to adjust the rotation. Might give a couple more minutes to John Stockton even, we'll see. Alright, let's switch them just for now. Stockton's at 31. I think we can get him to 32 and I'll be happy. Let's give him another one here. Well, no, because I can't play Archibald and Stockton together. So I guess that wouldn't make sense. Carter's going to take these. these, and actually he could take those. I'd rather him get closer to finishing the game. I was thinking about finding ways of getting Dale Ellis some more minutes, so let's give him one there. And here. And then Carter can take that one. So Butch is back to the minutes I think Harper was playing, but he's not going to play this huge stretch here. That's got to change. We can let Archibald play the rest of those. Oh, that's where I can let Stockton play some more. I forgot I had Harper playing some point guard too. So let's take Tiny down to 15 minutes looks good. Stockton at 33. Now, instead of Johnson at shooting guard, we're going to put Walker in. And where else can we do that? I can let him play maybe those and let Dale play some shooting guard to give Butch a rest. There we go. Alright, decent enough. Hoy Walker's coming in playing 9 minutes. We'll see how he does. Hopefully it won't be for long. We're going to call this the no Harp lineup. Boom. And let's keep going. 3 wins. And we beat the Cavs by 3. So we played 1 game without Harper. Be interested to see how Wally Walker did in his 1 game. Let's get Harper back in the rotation, load that up, and I think I'll give Carter a few of those minutes since Harper's coming off an injury. Maybe that's all I do. Seems like that should be fine. Okay. And then I'll hopefully remember to give those back shortly. Get Walker back up. Okay. Finish off the week. All right, 4 more wins. So a 7-game winning streak following the All-Star break. So it wasn't a close game with the Pistons this time. Isaiah still held in check. Nobody really had a great game for them. That's good. Kellogg with 31. He's shooting a really good percentage, I think. Almost 60%. Cool. Johnson, Ellis, Ewing 7 of 20 isn't a good percentage. Beat the Warriors by 15. Oh, 32 and 20. Clark Kellogg. Marquise Johnson nailed a couple threes. All right. Pretty happy with these games. Floyd scored 28. Purvis, who's averaging, well, he's not as high as he has been. Blazers, who are really good, beat them by 10. Kellogg and Johnson and Ewing only had 10. Ewing's been not scoring so much these past few games. So this is the game that Harper got hurt, which in super great 2K logic means Chuck Nevitt. Oh no, Nevitt might have played because Ewing fouled out, I guess. But who knows? Olajuwon was 17. Drexler only had 10. Beat the Cavs by 3. They're 12 and 36. Again, this is the team that beat me in the playoffs last year. And I didn't think they changed all that much. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody. I think they had, actually he's on the Warriors. Shelton? Yeah, Lonnie Shelton. Okay, he was a 10-point scorer. That shouldn't be a big deal. He's 78 overall. And they signed one of the best free agents, Eddie Johnson, who's 82 overall and averaging 16. So I don't know why they're so much worse. But whatever. Ewing's back. with 24 in this one, but still didn't shoot great. Shooting 49%. I guess that's good enough. Wally Walker, here's his one game of action, 1 for 5. A couple rebounds and an assist. And then he heads back to the bench. Or, well, further down on the bench. Lost to the Bullets, who are not good. Lost by 13. It's kind of random, but looks like the fourth quarter we just let them score all over us. Couldn't make a three. I mean, percentage wasn't terrible, but Johnson probably needs more than 12 points. McDaniel scored 31. What's Barkley up to now? 14 and 10. So he's slowly improving. Oh my, a 44-point win on the Clippers. 32 and 31 for Dale Ellis. Stockton with 17 assists. Marquise Johnson doesn't get that many rebounds very often, but it's 11. Walton got 5 assists. We got Terry Cummings. Karl Malone had a bad game. Norm Nixon was really bad. 0 for 12, but he had 14 assists. And then we, after a 3-point win in Cleveland, we come back to Indy and we win by 33. That's more like it. Kellogg with another great game. He's having a great stretch here. All right, let's get through the month here. We've got more scouting to do. We've still got some real people to finish up, but also some fake people. Oh, let's just keep on going down the list. More wins. I will stop and look. Last time I looked, Kellogg did not want to re-sign with me. And it looks like it's still that way. And I think Ellis and Harper already said they didn't want to. I do have Marquise Johnson ready to go. Bill Walton is ready to go. I think both of them I'm going to wait to see. I mean, Walton will be 34 next year. I do wonder if he'll come back even cheaper. Marquise, I mean, I've still got another year to decide. He did just turn 30 and could go down. He might stay around an 86 for a while. I'm not sure. So that's what he's making right now. If I could get him back around for that much, I wouldn't mind it. He's not quite making the most of my team because, first of all, Bill Walton. But the number one pick, Ewing, is making a lot too. So I'll just keep on pushing on. Beating good teams again. Sixers and Pistons. Beat the Hawks by 30. Dominique with 34. Looks like they have some bad injuries because there's only 10, 11 people on this list. Let's see. Who are they missing? Well, Willis is down here. 0 for 12. Something's wrong with Kevin Willis. I don't know who they're missing. Thought they had, Johnny Davis, one of their other point guards. All right, Dale Ellis, we got 3 guys with 20 again, almost 4. Nice. We shot a crazy good percentage, 63%. Beat the Nets by 13. They're a middle-of-the-road team, it looks like. Johnson with another good game. We got Turpin scoring 24. The Sixers are not very good. I keep forgetting. That they're not doing well, and I'm confused as to why. Because it hasn't changed. Their team hasn't changed all that much from their winning days. Moses had a great game against me. Dr. J did pretty good. Mo Cheeks. I don't know why they're struggling. Pistons are also not as good as I thought they were. Isaiah had a much better game this time. Marquise with a great game. Dale Ellis. That's possibly Kellogg's first triple-double ever. You go, Special K. He's already going to pass the double-doubles he's had pretty soon, it looks like. We've got 26 games to go, and he's only 6 away from what he's done the first 2 seasons. And only 10 away from his rookie season career high. He was second in the MVP voting. We'll check out where he is actually right now. Oh, he's third now. So Jordan's at 30, Bird's at 26. Got Magic and Worthy here. Rookie of the Year, hopefully Patrick can hold on to that. Malone, Mullen, Dumars, McDaniel. Sixth man, you got Malone here as well. Patrick Ewing leading in defensive player still. Most improved, I've still got my 3 guys, but Charles Davis is leading the pack. He's playing twice as much as he did for the Lakers last year, so that would explain it. He started some games. There shouldn't be any transactions. I think these injuries already existed. I don't remember if Lewis Lloyd was on here or not. He might have been. There's Herb, who I traded for. He was part of the Dale Ellis Derek Harper trade. Broke his kneecap, and he's still upset about everything. He's doing similar, it looks like, to what he did for me if I go to per 36. Much the same, but he's never going to be the same again, probably, with his kneecap injury. Any Pacers here? We got Clark there at the first week of February. And he got Player of the Month. Yeah. Good stuff. And Ewing's back to being Rookie of the Month. McDaniel stole one from him, but hopefully Ewing can keep getting it. And then I want to check here. So I'm 7.5 games up on the Celtics. This is crazy. It's crazy how much better this team is. And about 7 games better than the Lakers even. So Lakers and Celtics are about the same percentage, winning percentage. And on the other end of things, let's see where. So the Spurs have gotten a little worse, it looks like, because that's been hovering around the 10th spot. And I think that's the one that's not protected, I think. I don't know, can I still see that? No, because it's under the trade option and I can't trade. So I don't know how to see what picks I have other than doing this. But it doesn't tell me if it's protected or not. I think the Bulls one is protected, and maybe the other one I have, which is the Mavericks. So 7th, 17th, and 18th. I don't know that I'll hold on to all 3 of them. Maybe I'll use 2 of them to trade up. We'll find out. And it might matter or depend on who's available. Dennis Rodman would be kind of cool to have on my team. Defensive stud. Both of those. So 2 of them have me getting Rodman. Another one gets me Johnny Dawkins. I don't think I would get another young point guard when I've got a young Stockton. All right, we've got a test here. Wow, wait. So that was a road game. Now we have 6 more road games. So a 7-game road stretch over 2 weeks. This will be a test. Let's see how we do. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. Bill Walton is a key player on this team. I mean, he's not like scoring a lot, but he's playing. He's at 20 minutes a game. Well, I can maybe give Ewing and Kellogg another minute. I don't really want to play Ed Neely nor Chuck Nevitt that much more. but we'll see what we can do here. I mean, I guess I'd rather it be Walton than Ewing, if we're going to be positive about it. Alright, well, Nevitt's not playing power forward because he's like 7'5". And let's see what that looks like. So 13 and 13, but I'd like Ewing to maybe have another one. Let's go with, I don't know, that one, or let's actually go with this one. It's a kind of short stretch there. And then can Kellogg take another one maybe here? Or he could come in earlier, or he plays almost the entire fourth. Let's try that. 2-minute stretch isn't my favorite thing in the world, but it's Ed Nealy, so whatever. So they're both playing 12. I really don't like the time right here where they're playing together. It's like no low post presence. Is there a way I could make Kellogg come in earlier? It's like for a month and a half. I think it's at 6 to 8 weeks. So let's do this a little different. What if I do it like that? So Kellogg and Ewing kind of switch spots, and then these guys are not in together. I made that to where they're not in together. And now they're only in for 1 minute here. And I can even change that right here. There we go. So let's save that as the no Bill lineup. Alright. We'll see how it goes. Nealy was doing pretty well, I think, yeah. I mean, 6 minutes a game, he's not scoring, but if I go to per 36, getting 9 rebounds, shooting 50% when he does shoot, so I'll take it. And Nevitt hasn't really gotten to play. He played sparingly last year and did well enough to where I re-signed him, so let's check it out. We've got a test against the Spurs here. We did win, so cool. First, let's look at the Rockets game. They're not so good. Beat them by 16. Joe Dumars with 27 points and 9 assists. Wow. All right, 3 guys with 20 points. One of them is not Kellogg this time, but he had 8 assists. Stockton didn't shoot very well. All right, the Mavericks, we beat them by 4. It's a high-scoring game. So this is the team that has 4 of my former players. You got Seasting, who's been with the Mavericks now 2 years. Looks like he's still starting. And Stefanovic, who I traded with him, who's barely playing. But that's because they have so many centers. They still have Nymphius, who was their original center, here, starting, playing 29 minutes a game. Then I traded them Stefanovic, so he was starting last year. Now he's not playing because I also traded them Herb Williams, who's hurt, but they drafted Benoit Benjamin. So they have all these big guys. They also drafted Wayman Tisdale, who's a power forward. Just, they've got a lot of depth in the paint, not so much elsewhere. So there's Reed, who I traded to them. He's playing much less than I did with him, or I had him play. And then Herb that got hurt. So, all right, Marquise, how many triple doubles is that for him? That's also his first of the season. He had one 2 years ago. I don't remember if that was for me or with the Bucks before I traded for him. It might have been with me. So 2 triple doubles this year. One for Kellogg, one for Johnson. Next, I want Ewing to get one, maybe with blocks. Or Stockton can get one with steals, because I don't think he's ever going to get rebounds. Does he get any rebounds? A little bit. Alright, wait, that was the game Walton got hurt. How much did he get to play? Oh, he played 1 minute. He played 1 minute before he sprained his ankle severely, which let Neely play some more minutes. Ewing didn't because he fouled out. Kellogg played some more, but then also fouled out. So Nevitt got to play 3 minutes. And then, with Nevitt in the rotation, we won by 5. The Iceman with 23. He's averaging under 20 points now. Chris Mullen is doing great as a rookie. Ewing had an amazing game. And then Kellogg had lots of rebounds. Derek Harper with 10 assists. Yeah, it's a blast, especially when I'm winning. Winning and relatively healthy team. So Nevitt's first game, not so great. 2 rebounds and a block, missed all his shots. Well, his 2 shots. It's probably more than he should be shooting, period. Alright, so 3 more road games this week. Let's see if we can keep it up. Oh, man. Lost to the Jazz. Alright, I hope this is like the last time I'm scouting, because it's all fake people now. All the fake people. It's funny because like once you have a good scout or a good scouting staff, you can scout like the entire list of people. So Ed Neely's hurt now. I think that said I lost like 136 to 141. I'm hoping that was an overtime game. What was his injury? A bruised right knee. I'm guessing that means he can't move. Not that he could really move before, I guess. He's only down 3 in speed. But it gives me a chance to play either Elmore or Bryant. I kind of want to play Joe Bryant because he barely got to play last year. Let's do it. Kobe's dad is coming in to the rotation. Take away Neely's minutes. I don't know if he'll play 12. I guess he probably will have to because I don't have anybody else that can play power forward. I think I'm just going to keep it exactly like this. I don't want to play Kellogg more because I'm afraid when I started playing him more minutes last year is when he started getting hurt, I feel like. So he's going to stay just like that. And we're going to see how this lineup does. Oh my gosh, I lost that game too. Is that the first time I've lost back-to-back games? No, I lost 2 here. But I lost to not so good teams. The Jazz might be good. The Kings I don't think are. Now the Nuggets are pretty terrible, so hopefully I can get it back against them. I'm going to let Bryant play this game. Maybe I shouldn't have. Wow. What the heck just changed? So I don't even know what this, so many green W's with 1 red L, and then I go this whole week with losses. The Jazz are good, so I'm okay with this loss, I guess, relatively. I let 4 people score 20 points. It was looks like double overtime. 290 minutes. I think that's double overtime. Marquise fouled out. Ewing, you would hope in double overtime, could get more than 18 points in his 45 minutes. Not good. Then the Kings, who are 22 and 43. I actually was losing. It's down 7 at halftime and had to make a comeback in the 4th and didn't quite make it. Oh, it's kind of funny that they have Perkins and Shrimp because, you fast forward 10 years and they're together on the Supersonics. All right, what went wrong with this one? Derek Harper didn't really make his shots. Kellogg didn't score 30 like he usually has. He also fouled out again. This was the game Neely got hurt. He didn't really do anything. Nevitt got 3 blocks in 12 minutes. That's solid. And then the Nuggets, who are just as bad as that team. Again, I lost almost every quarter. Barely won the fourth quarter. Well, we're going to hope that this is not a sign of anything going on. It's kind of random. Dale Ellis, randomly, 16 rebounds. He is averaging 6 of them, but I'm guessing he's never gotten 16 before. Nope. Bill Laimbeer had 31 at some point. That's fun. Dominique scored 51. So earlier in the season, I think it said Jordan had 49, and then English had 50, and now Dominique scored 51. I don't think I'm going to have anybody top that. Okay, well, I'm going... Wait, how did Bryant do? A rebound and 2 assists. Well, I don't see that as a reason to keep him in over Ed Neely, who is like 4 better than him, 5 better than him, so we'll get him back in. The only other thing I really changed was the minutes where Kellogg and Ewing were playing, so that I didn't have Neely and Nevitt in, but I don't think that shouldn't be an issue. How much longer does Bill have? 2 to 4 weeks. So that's going to take us not to the end of the season, so hopefully we'll be healthy by the end of the calendar here. Let's go through another week. Oh my gosh, I lost 2 more. Okay, I just said 2 to 4 weeks, and now he's back in 5 days. I guess my trainers are good. Well, let's get him back in there. Nevitt's got a snowflake on him, so I don't really want him playing anymore. Let's see. Might take a few minutes away from Walton. Maybe we let Neely play there. Hopefully having my rotation back to normal will get me back to winning. I also lost to the Mavericks, who are one of my draft picks, so I really don't want them winning games. Nevitt shot a big 33%. So far, injuries have made for not great things. Can I please beat the Rockets? Yes. Alright, so we're still 53-13, which if you think about where this team was at last year, this is just amazingly ridiculous, but in a good way. The Hawks are really bad. Beat them by 6. Nevitt actually had 4 fouls in 10 minutes, but I guess that's kind of what I expect. I don't know why Dale Ellis is getting so many rebounds. I guess he's getting the ones that Bill Walton used to get. I don't really understand that. I don't think Neely's... Well, no, he gets rebounds, right? Yeah, 9 per 36. That's good. I don't know. Oh, I didn't look at the Hawks, did I? Dominique scored 30 on me. Lost by 30 to the Celtics. That's not a good sign. So they're the 2nd seed behind me right now. They beat me in every quarter. They killed me in the 2nd quarter. Kevin McHale had 35 points. Bird fouled out. That's a tough team. Dale with another double-double. Johnson only with 11. I mean, we've got to have either Kellogg, Johnson, or Ewing score some points. Ewing, 8 points and 6 rebounds is not going to cut it against the Boston Celtics. But why I lost by 26 against the Mavericks? I guess they do have a good record, even though all they have are centers and power forwards, pretty much. Ewing, 27. This is not the game that... No, Walton came back for the last one. Mark Aguirre, what's he averaging? 26. Blackman's at 17. Alright, then the Rockets. Ewing back up 22-16. Walton comes back with 7 points, 5 rebounds. Stockton didn't shoot well. Ralph Sampson, who I don't think was on this list when I beat the Rockets earlier, so he must have been hurt for a little while. He is super consistent. 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. That is what you are going to get from him. He's playing pretty much the same amount of minutes, too, so. Okay, let's get through March here. I lost to the Bulls, too. This team is not having a good end to the season so far. I don't quite understand why. Nothing really changed. Lost to the Celtics again as well. So the fact that I'm losing to the two teams in the East that are behind me in the standings now, and the Bulls, that's the third time they beat me this year, I'm not feeling super confident going into the playoffs. But I guess anything can happen, as we found out last season when I upset the Celtics with a not so great team, my 39 win team. Oh, it was much closer this time. Instead of losing by 30, we lost by 3. This one was a home game. Johnson didn't shoot so well. It really wasn't a bad game offensively, it looks like. But they had 7 guys in double figures. They shot even better than me. So, we'll have to figure something out. Beat the Nets by 17. Dr. Dunk scored 20. Kellogg with another good game. 4 for 7 3-pointers. That's probably one of my better 3-point outings of the season. Or really of this entire simulation. And then we killed the Sixers. 30. So I had 7 guys in double figures in this one. Derek Harper with 10 assists. Is he shooting? He is shooting a little better. Early in the season, it was really bad. So I'll take 45, 46%. Good stuff. Moses and Dr. J at the top again. All right. The Bullets, who beat me recently, right? Well, they were my one loss in the sea of wins up here before this terrible. What was I? In this stretch, I was 2-7. That's ridiculous when you look at my actual record, and I have no real major injuries happening. So we're gonna hope it was a fluke, and that I can beat the Bullets and beat the Bucks, and then the Cavs, who are like the worst team in the league. Hopefully, I can beat them back to back. Here we go. Or I lose 2 of them. Why I would lose to the Cavs, I have no idea. Just no clue. Oh, beat the Bullets by 14. Butch Carter didn't shoot well. How's he doing? His percentage has actually gone down. So he was the guy I gave an extension to because it was for the minimum. But I said if he starts playing poorly, he might get traded. But we'll see. I might just keep him as even an extra, like not even a rotational player, but some depth in case I have injury. Charles Barkley fouled out in 20 minutes. Had 4 points. All right, lost by 15 to the Bucks, who are a game under 500. I lost by 19 in the second quarter. That's hard to come back from. Not good. Spud Webb had 13 points in 14 minutes. Not sure why we're losing this game. Ewing fouled out again. This one's even worse, though. They barely have 20 wins. Calvin Murphy is still playing basketball. It doesn't say he's retiring yet. I thought maybe he'd retire after I had him in the first season, but he's still going strong and still playing solid minutes. Nobody's scored really in this one. And I shot a poor percentage. Harper was 2 for 9. Stockton 1 for 7. 1 for 5. 1 for 4. Not good. Then we turn it around at home and win by 38. That's more like it. I don't know what happened to having, 3 guys over 20 most games. Those were the days. Don't really know what changed. I put the rotation back to what it was before. I guess I still have a minute missing from Walton that I can give back, which was right here. But otherwise it's the same. Should I give Stockton another minute? Archibald has a snowflake, so it sounds like yes. Let's give him that one. Cool. Alright. Was that the end? Okay, we finished March. Let's look at some injury reports. Ooh, Alex English might never be the same. Spinal injury. Wow, the other former Pacer center has a problem with his kneecap as well. But Alex English, that's a big loss for the Nuggets, who already weren't doing well. We've got Kellogg's 4th now. Well, after that stretch, it's not surprising. Still got Patrick at the top of the Rookie of the Year. John Drew, he was like 4th, I think, before on this. I think he won it the first year of this, didn't he? No. I don't remember who did. Defensive player, it's not Ewing anymore. It's now Olajuwon trying to get back-to-back awards. Harper fell out of this. I don't know why he's really in it. I mean, the stats are very similar. He's shooting a little better. But that's not really a most improved sort of deal. Clyde's up 3 points. Maybe he is, but this guy for sure. Yeah, that's most improved. Alton Lister, I doubt it. He's scoring less than he did with me last year. So most improved, I don't think 2K really has a good algorithm to figure that out. No more players of the week for me. We got some pretty cool people here though. Got Dominique and Aguirre, so the Lakers finally lose out on a player of the month. And Patrick gets another one. We got Benjamin sneaking in. Well, I guess now that Herb and Stepanovic are hurt, he's probably playing even more. Standings. Yeah, I was going to say, Celtics have probably snuck up. Are only 4 games behind, but with 8 games left, hopefully I don't lose the 1 seed. We've already got the playoffs set because the Cavs, Knicks, and Hawks were so terrible that everybody's clinched in the playoffs. In the West, the Lakers are now better than me, so I do not have the best record in the league thanks to all these random losses recently. Hopefully, the Spurs are one of the lowest, I guess, 6 teams. So that's helpful for my pick that I have of theirs. Okay, well, I'm going to do like a couple games at a time just to see like where the standings are and if I need to like rest anybody or anything like that. I lost to the Bulls yet again. This is just not a good sign. And I let the Knicks score 40 points in the 4th quarter, which isn't great for a team that's pretty bad. Patrick Ewing didn't score. I mean, I know he fouled out in 21 minutes, but he should probably score, and he should probably shoot more than one time. I'm going to guess that there wasn't a game. I won't say in Ewing's whole career that he didn't score, because maybe later when he was on like the Sonics and the Magic in his career, he might have not scored, but not like a 23-year-old Ewing. I'd imagine he scored every game he played. Probably few where he even had single digits. Oh, well. Oh my, we have a new league high. 53 points. That's also a new career high for him. Bernard King went off in this one. That's one of the most I don't know what the most I've ever seen in a simulation has been. But this one kind of makes sense because, as I've said, every time I play them, they don't have any other scorers on this team. It's kind of like the Bulls with Jordan. Like, there's just nobody else, so of course they're going to score a lot. And speaking of the Bulls with Jordan, who are now 49 and 27, with pretty much nothing but Michael Jordan. There he is with 32. I mean, they do have Woolridge who scores some, but otherwise this team is not very good. Alright, standings wise, okay, the Celtics must have lost maybe 2 games, because now they're dropped back 5 games behind me. So let's go through this one. That's more like it, beating the Knicks by 27. Well, Bernard didn't score 53 that time. Ewing with 24 and 10. Stockton, Harper didn't shoot well. Walton was pretty bad. Alright, now still 5 games up, and with 5 games left, if we win one more, we should be safe. There we go. Beat the Bullets by 19. Barkley with 22 and 10. We got McDaniel as a rookie averaging 16 points. What's Jeff Malone doing? 16. They've got a pretty young core here, 24, 22, and 23. And Rick Mahorn's probably young too. Well, 27. Oh, 19 rebounds for Kellogg. Ewing 6 for 18. I don't know what he's shooting to where he goes 6 for 18. So now we're 6 games up. Celtics lost again. So I don't know what's going on with them. I'm about to play them in Boston. So I've clinched the East, but I've not clinched home court throughout because I'm still 3 games behind the Lakers. So I'm going to go ahead and let everybody play this one. And then if we're still behind, I guess I'll rest my people once it's out of reach to have home court throughout the playoffs. So here we go. Oh my gosh. So the Celtics are on this losing streak and I still can't beat them. Lost by 18. I guess I'm just hoping for the Boston and Chicago to get eliminated in the playoffs before I have to face them. I don't know. Ewing with another terrible game. I don't know what's happening to him here at the end of the season. Well, I think that ruins it for me, right? I've clinched the East, but I have no chance at the best record in... I guess technically I do, because if I win all 3, we would be tied. And I think I beat them once and they beat me once. So I'm not sure what the tiebreaker would be. There's my win by 9. And then I lost by 29. I think we only played twice. Let's just go another game here. Well, I guess I can go another day and see did they play. Yes, they did, and they won. Okay, so now there's no sense in playing my stars as much as they play. Or maybe for some of them playing at all. I don't know if... I've never really used the fatigue. So this is risk of injury. Looks like Stockton is super risky for some reason, but Bill Walton's not? Okay. Ewing is risky. Looks like Ewing and Stockton are the risky. Oh, no, Kellogg. So what's the difference here? Risk of injury, risk of injury. Dale Ellis. Maybe this is just like normal and the other is based on how their stamina is? I don't know. I don't know how to read it. Well, I think I'm still going to let people start, but I'm going to spread out the minutes a little more. And I don't know that Walton should play any more than that, but we will let him come in there. And then Nevitt will play. And then Nevitt will play. And then I probably don't want Nevitt in the fourth quarter. No, thank you. Which will be I guess something like that. So Ewing's down to 30. I'd like to do Kellogg down to something similar. Well, let's do that. And then something like that. Dale Ellis did show red on his injury risk, and I would like to play Walker as well. So let's let him play those two. And maybe these two. The end of the third quarter is going to be horrendous with this lineup right here. These five guys in. Uh, hopefully we don't need good things to happen there, because it's not going to happen. All right, and then last, I don't know. We should probably not play Stockton as much. I think I gave him this minute before, and this one. And we can probably take another couple from Johnson. Let's do that one. And I don't know. I think that's good enough. Good enough. We're not letting Keeling play, but who cares? We'll go through one game and then see how that goes. We still won by 6. This Pacers team is at 61 wins, coming off a 39 win season. 39? I think that's right. So Ellis still managed to score in fewer minutes. Stockton still got a double-double. He also played a couple more minutes than what I just put it at, but whatever. Ewing still struggling. All right. I'm going to take that down a little bit more. So with every game, especially as my record gets better, we don't need to risk more injury. We can probably play Keeling here a little bit. Give Carter some minutes. Give Archibald maybe another few here. And let's take another from Stockton. What else can we do? Kellogg could lose another one. Maybe let's give Walton another one. 30 minutes sounds good. I'd like Johnson to lose maybe another one here. And good enough. Just kind of gradually take it down so that people are playing less. Here's the Celtics. Well, I lose to them at full strength, so of course if I'm playing my people less, I'll lose to them again. Or, yeah. Looks like the first half was rough. Lost by 7 in the first, and then was down, 15 at halftime? Not good. So Keelan gets really his first playing of of the season. He just scores 8 points in 6 minutes. Didn't do anything else, just came in and shot the ball. Okay. Larry Bird balled out. So I'm just going to leave it as is, and we're going to see. I'm going to simcast it just so I can see the stats, otherwise it'll automatically advance to the playoffs. It's not looking good. Well, second quarter we made a massive comeback, beat them by 17, and lost by 9. Not a good last month or so for the Indiana Pacers, but the season overall will be looked at as a huge success. Dr. J scored 25. All right, let's look at the award winners. Magic Johnson is the MVP. Is that... Yep, the third straight MVP for Irvin. We've got Rookie of the Year, the number 1 pick, Patrick Ewing. Cool. Sixth man goes to Byron Scott. Cool. Defensive player for the back-to-back seasons is Hakeem Olajuwon. Most improved goes to Charles Davis of the Bucks. The coach of the year, I think he's the Lakers coach, who's just not very good, but the Lakers are, so he gets it. And I think that's, I can't click it, but 61 and 21, that was my record, so I think that's my executive. Maybe that's me, right? It goes to the GM, and I think that's technically me. Cool. I won an award. All right, All NBA. Wasn't Clark Kellogg. Couldn't beat out Bird and Wilkins, but I'm hoping I'll see him in the second team. Please, please, please. Yes. Clark Kellogg, All NBA second team. After making the All-Star team as well for the first time. Cool. Moses Worthy, Drexler, and Thomas. Got Moncrief. It's going to be really hard for Patrick Ewing to make this with the centers that are in this league. I mean, freaking Ralph Sampson got first team. We don't see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar here. That's kind of crazy. All defensive. It's also going to be hard for Ewing to get here. I'm hoping he'll be in the second team. Let's see. No, LaSalle Thompson. LaSalle Thompson beat him out. Darn. Alright, well, he was all rookie, along with McDaniel, Malone, Mullen, and Dumars. Shrimp and Benjamin both got hurt, looks like. So a lot of the top picks got all rookie team. Alright, I am matched up against the Bullets, who I did lose a game against there after the All-Star break. The Celtics and Sixers, I hope the Sixers put up a fight. The Bulls and Pistons, I don't know. Isaiah and Jordan, that'd be a fun one to watch. I'm not too afraid of the Nets and Bucks, so as long as I get by the Bullets easily, I think I've got a pretty good run to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's just a matter of who do I have a better chance against, the Celtics or Bulls. Based on roster, I'd say it's the Bulls, but I lost to them several times in the season, so I don't know. Lakers will probably sweep the Clippers, and whoever wins this one. I'm guessing it'll be Jazz and Blazers. Yeah, I think the Lakers have a pretty good shot at getting to the finals for the third straight year and possibly winning a championship for the third straight year. All right, let's get the rotation back to my normal season rotation and then go from there. We need, I think, a couple more minutes from Ewing. We're going to let him play just the whole first quarter. And then a couple more, well, maybe just one more minute for Kellogg. And I think that's going to be, seems like it should be here to be consistent. I don't really want to take from Walton, though. I guess I could do that, and then I kind of want to go 9-man, so let's try to make that work. So that would mean Kellogg has to come back in, and it's something like that. 24 minutes for Walton sounds like a lot. He's getting a 2-minute break here. Oof. Ooh, boy. Can he come in? Oh, I think that'll be okay. He averaged like 28 minutes last season. I could also give Ewing like that one. Get him up to 37. Let's try that. And then I'd like to give Dale Ellis another minute, which would take away from probably Carter, if at all possible. Maybe like this one. Well, that gives Johnson another minute. That works too. And I want to give Stockton one back, which I think was this one. What else? I still didn't give Ellis one, did I? I kind of want to take from Carter again. But everywhere it's matched up with Harper, and I don't really want Harper to lose a minute. I could give Harper that minute and then give Ellis here. Let's do that. How does that look? Let's save that as ND playoff. And we need to change it to a 9-man rotation. This looks like a deep playoff run team. Look at that. Everybody's 82 or above in the top 7 of the rotation. Alright, I am against who? The Bullets? Do they have any injury? Oh boy, Jeff Rulin, their starting center, who's pretty studly, is out with a broken wrist. Frank Johnson, their starting point guard, is hurt. I don't think out. And Jerry Eves, who's I think a backup point guard, will not be playing. So, this is a team with Jeff Malone, Charles Barkley, and Xavier McDaniel. I'm going to do a little bit of strategy here. I'm trying to think of who on my team would guard Charles Barkley, and I'm guessing it's Clark Kellogg, so let's put Clark Kellogg in here. He's not like a super good defender, but I don't know who else. I mean, Johnson could, but he's technically my shooting guard. I wouldn't really want like Bill Walton guarding him or anything like that, so I don't know how much Wes Matthews plays, but let's try to keep him from making threes because I think he shoots quite a few. McDaniel, like, I think I'd rather have Marquise Johnson guarding him. I guess he's not as good as I thought. Lateral quickness 74, consistency 69 versus what's Ellis? Well, he's much better than Ellis. But if I make Johnson guard McDaniel, then Ellis is guarding Jeff Malone, who is also good. Maybe I just let them do it, however. I will trust the automation. I'm not going to change any of this until I at least get through a couple games and see how things are going. So let's see. Before I do, I just want to do a quick look at how things ended up. Here are my stats. All 5 of my starters played every single game. My 6th man only missed 1 game. Bill Walton missed 7 games. That was the extent of the injuries. I've never had so few injuries in a season. And hopefully that doesn't jinx it to where I'm going to have something terrible happen in the playoffs. But 4 guys with 15 or more points, good stuff. Stockton averaged a double-double. Ewing couldn't quite get there, but Kellogg did. Most of my guys shot really good percentage. Stockton was even over 50%. So I'm feeling good about this. Hopefully we can get by the Bullets quickly. We won game 1 by 15. Good start. We got 2 guys with 20 points. Dale Ellis didn't shoot a 3. I don't know why, but Kellogg made one with only 11 points. On the Bullets side, Keith Edmondson scored 18. I don't know why. I guess he's playing more because Eves was hurt. Whatever. We held Barkley to 7 points. Maybe I shouldn't worry about him so much. They don't. Looks like nobody's shooting really a lot of threes. Malone shot 1 and made it. I guess I should probably say protect the paint just because they're not going to shoot threes. Maybe that would change things, but I'll wait to see. If I'm just going to keep winning, then I don't care. That also say... No, they did have a lead at some point. All right, game 2. I won by 10 this time. Kellogg with 30, Ewing with 30. Dell Ellis missed it. Now Harper made a couple threes. Stockton with 17 assists. I like that. Jeff Malone had a good game. Barkley was a little better. It seems like we should be good to put these guys away. They actually shot a better percentage than I did. But I had 10 more free throws made, a couple more threes made. They beat me in rebounds. They also had a bigger lead than me. Wait, no, that's just 14. I was going to say, I thought I won by more than that. All right. Come on, guys. Here we go, a sweep. And the Sixers upset the Celtics by sweeping them. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh, that could be good for me. Now if the Pistons could come back against the Bulls, this could be really nice for the Pacers. All right. The deciding game 3, the Bullets didn't have a chance. Although they did win the first quarter, but then from there on out, it didn't look good for them. So Barkley, I don't know if the Bullets made the playoffs last year. Might have been his first playoff experience. It left a lot to desire with only 11 points per game. Kellogg, so in his playoff series, 22 and 10. So he's doing pretty much exactly what he did in the season, shooting a little worse. Stockton scoring a bit more, 3.7 steals. That's great. Oh, probably because he had 7 in this one. I didn't even see that. Wow. Ewing played 42 minutes. I don't know why. Kellogg did not play the minutes he's supposed to, and he didn't foul out. So that makes me think Kellogg might be hurt. I really hope not. It doesn't show he's down, so that's good. So Ewing averaged 23 and 9 in the series. Marquise Johnson didn't score quite as much, but was solid. Dale didn't score as much. Walton did a little better than he did in the season. All right, so now I can delete that game plan before I forget. Let me make sure I don't have injuries. No injuries. Okay, good. Let's see. The Sonics swept the Mavericks. Let's simulate the round and see what. Oh my gosh, the Pistons beat the Bulls. Oh boy. Well, the bright side is I'm not playing the Bulls or the Celtics. The bad side of that is that shows the randomness of 2K and the fact that I've been looking past the Bucks, but the Bucks could sweep me for all I know. Oh, well, I was right about the Blazers and Jazz. I'm predicting the Lakers sweep the Sonics. Blazers Jazz might be a good matchup. Not sure. Pistons Sixers. Hard to say. Hard to say. The Sixers were disappointing in the season, but we'll see. Maybe their experience will help them. Let's go see how I match up against the Bucks. So Junior Bridgman's hurt, but looks fine. They get more rebounds than me. They score 12. Well, so far in the playoffs, anyway. In what, 5 games? Yeah. They're scoring 12 less points than me. They're shooting way worse than me. This seems like a very winnable series. We've got Moncrief, who's by far their best player. Bridgman's good. Pressey's good. I don't know that there's anybody I really need to worry about. I got Spud Webb. I think this is going to be fine. I think I just let the team play how I've been playing all season, and we see how it goes. All right, game 1 in Indy is a win by 7. It was a close game, pulled away a bit in the 4th. Nice. Good games from Johnson and Ewing. Ellis made a couple threes. Clark Kellogg almost had a triple-double. Didn't score that much, but that's all right. The other guys made up for it. They didn't shoot any threes whatsoever, which, I don't know, it makes me think I should click Protect the Paint. But my fear there is Moncrief shoots jumpers as well, and Bridgman probably does too. So that might let them have better jump shots? I don't know. They also went to the line a lot. But I guess if I be consistent, I'm going to wait to see if I lose before I change anything. Game 2. Oh, I said it and it happened. I lost by 2. Man. Kellogg, Ewing was 6 for 17. That is not good. Just didn't have a very good game. We only shot 66 times. We had 24 turnovers. That's part of the problem. I think I will make that change I was talking about. So, rebounds were close. Man, I didn't have the ball enough because I turned it over. Actually, I had the ball more than them, but game 1, what was it? I beat them in rebound. So rebounding's not the problem. I'm getting turnovers, and they seem to be, what were the points in the paint? Whoops. Clicking the wrong buttons here. Points in the paint, 44 to my 48. I mean, it's not even half their points, so maybe I don't need to change it. I think we just keep pushing through here. Please don't lose. Bill Walton has broken his nose, which probably only affects like his stamina, I think. Oh, no. Oh, his passing as well because he can't see. Also his speed. His stamina is down 8. I don't know that he can play 23 minutes then. Well, let's give Mr. Ewing another one. And let's change that a little bit. I don't really want to put Ed Neely back in the rotation. He's only 73. We could probably give Kellogg another minute. Here, maybe? So 21. I don't know. Can somebody with... What was the stamina? 71? Can someone with 71 stamina play 21 minutes? I guess we'll find out. I guess we will find out. And now I probably... Oh, man. I didn't do that on the Bucks. I can probably just delete that. I didn't change anything, I don't think, so. Alright, so the Pistons are up 2 games on the Sixers. Lakers are looking to sweep the Sonics like I thought, and Blazers Jazz are 1 apiece. So we are hoping to win this game in Milwaukee. Otherwise, we might be in trouble. Oh no. Oh no. Lost by 20. Sidney Moncrief had 36 points. He missed 2 shots. Oh boy. Not good. Marquise tried to take it to his former team. Ewing was good. Kellogg had a hard time shooting. What was the problem here? They shot better than me. They had, well, rebounds were pretty close again. I again had 21 turnovers. Alright, now I'm going to do, now Bridgman's hurt for real, it looks like. I'm going to do this. We are going to protect the paint. And do I want to do something here? Stockton, make sure he guards Moncrief. That might be best. He's better than Johnson. Let's try that. Let's go over the screens here. He seems to be the biggest problem we're facing. Whoops. I think Greavy shoots threes. He was in the three-point contest in the first season. I remember that because we watched it. Spud. I kind of want to go see. So you can check the stats just per series. So let's go to the Bucks and see who's kicking my butt here. Well, it's obviously Moncrief shooting almost 70%. Bridgman, they're not shooting threes, really. They haven't even made a three the whole series. Brewers scoring. They started Kite one game. It's kind of random. They like the same overall. Yeah. I don't know what makes them decide that, but Ricky Brown shooting 77%. I mean, what's going on here? Ellis and Stockton are struggling shooting. And Kellogg's not scoring as much as he has been all year. But I don't know that I'd want to change anything. Oh boy, this is scary. Lakers won another one. Pistons won another one. Blazers got up a game. Here we go. Alright, tied it up. The Lakers swept the Sonics, and the Sixers won a game. Ooh, okay. 1-1 in Milwaukee by 7. Fourth quarter was high scoring, and we tied. Held Moncrief in check that one, so maybe putting Stockton on him was helpful. Maybe Moncrief's a little too quick for Marquise, because he's 6'3", and Marquise is 6'7", I think. Yeah. And he had 25 points this game. We were 4 for 4 from downtown. That's beautiful. Stockton with 15 assists. Looks like Walton was able to play his minutes with his low stamina. Shooting, both teams are shooting good percentage. They scored even more points in the paint now that I added protect the paint. That doesn't make much sense, but we won. 1 rebounds. Alright, let's make sure there's no further injuries here. Nope. Let's see, they're still not shooting as good a percentage for me in the playoffs. Here we go. Game 5. Pacers win. The Pistons have eliminated the Sixers, and the Jazz are taking it to 6th game against the Blazers. So this game was in Indy, won by 12. Another high-scoring fourth quarter. Seems like there's no defense in the fourth quarter in this series. That's the first time all 4 of those guys have scored 20 in a very long time. And as I've said before, if that's going to happen, this team should not get beaten ever. Stockton only shot 4 times, but had a good game. Solid game all around here. Shot a really good percentage. Charles Davis scores 28 points. That most improved player is ready to go. Moncrief held again to 12 and fouled out. Bridgman fouled out too. So we only won by 12, and their 2 best players did not play nearly the minutes they usually do. So still not super comfortable with this. That also says they had 30 fast break points and I had 0. I'm not sure what's up with that. They scored even more points in the paint yet again. For some reason, going protect the paint makes me worse at defending the paint. Doesn't make much sense. Alright, another check on injuries. Nothing happening. Game 6. This one's back in Milwaukee. Yeah, back to the Eastern Conference. Well, not back. Let me clear that up. First time to the Eastern Conference Finals. So Season 1, Pacers missed the playoffs. Season 2, Pacers made it as the 8 seed, upset the Celtics, moved to here in the semifinals, lost to the Cavs, who are terrible this year, and now we've made it one step further to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is exciting. Beat the Bucks by 21. Had a good fourth quarter outing. Moncrief did score in this one. But really nobody else showed up. Bridgman shot poorly. Kellogg with 30 points now. Butch Carter with 13 in 13 minutes. Stockton really struggled, 0 for 8. I don't really get that. They started scoring a lot more points in the paint after I protected the paint, but whatever. All right, on to the Pistons. Let's delete that and go to the Pistons. Any injuries for them? No. Walton still has his broken nose he's working through. So they are scoring more than me, getting more rebounds, not shooting quite as well or getting as many assists, and not great threes. Alright, well, I think John Stockton's going to guard Isaiah Thomas. That sounds like a smart idea. Nobody else on my team's going to do it. We're going to guard him tight. Guard John Long tight. Although I thought he was hurt. I guess he was hurt earlier in the season. Kelly is a 3-point shooter, or well, just a jump shooter in general. Do I have somebody specific to guard him? I'm guessing he's their starting small forward. It might make sense to put Johnson on him. He's better than Ellis, and then Ellis is guarding Long. I think I like that more. Try that. Benson and Lambier. That's the thing, like Lambier can shoot jumpers, so if I think I need Ewing just because of the strength, so I'll leave that as is. They've got Hot Rod on the bench. Some fake guys down here. Alright, I'm going to switch. I'll go check out their stats, but I might be switching this back to neutral focus or whatever it was. Let's go see playoff stats and how we measure up against the Pistons. was I wanting to see? So 3-pointers, they don't really shoot. Nobody shoots that many, but I'm actually one of the top ones. My percentage is amazing compared to everybody else. They are shooting quite a few free throws, and they're good at them. Offensive rebounds, they're super good at. Defensive rebounds, I'm a little better than them. I wanted to see points in the paint. Points in the paint, they're not so great. So I'm going to change that back and hope that it's not like some reverse psychology sort of thing. Back to neutral. I'm already crashed defensive glass, so the fact that they're a good offensive rebounding team will hopefully be offset by that. And now we get to see, let's go see who takes on the Lakers. It'll be the Jazz. So the Lakers will try to continue the sweeping of the entire Western Conference on their way to potentially a three-peat championship. All right, game one. It's a 6-seed Pistons. Were they even above 500? No, they were 35-47, which is worse than what I was last year. Where's the former? I thought you could see past. Oh, there we go. I don't know what these arrows. Oh no, that's. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So I won 37 wins. Now I'm at 61 for this season. This team has 35. Can I please beat them? They're really bad on the road. I have home court advantage. Here we go. Game one in Indy. We win. Good stuff. Only by 7 because they beat us by 10 in the fourth. Otherwise, we had a nice, comfortable lead going into the fourth. Johnson with a good game. Stockton. Unfortunately, Kellogg only had 7 points. 3 of 16 is not good. Ewing wasn't great. So this is a game, like looking at these stats, I could see maybe I would lose. But I'm glad I didn't. Oh boy, Isaiah and Kelly. So the only two guys that I actually did matchups on. So they're starting Isaiah, Vinnie Johnson, Tripucka, Livingston, and Lambeer. Vinny might be. Well, he's too fast for both. He's probably. Where's speed? 82 and 81. Both Johnson and Ellis are not. I mean, Johnson, I guess, does have speed. I'm underestimating him. 86. Ellis is 77. So maybe I switch those back. Because I don't want. I don't know. I guess I leave it. We'll leave it until we need a change. Alright, they didn't shoot any threes. I shot 42 free throws and was really bad percentage-wise. Rebounds were almost tied. Turnovers actually won. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about that one. Because stat-wise, it wasn't great. Let's go to game 2. Also in Indy. Another victory. Did that say the Jazz won a game in LA? Oh my gosh. If I can get by Detroit, and if somehow the Jazz upset the Lakers, we've got a real shot at this. Oh boy. Stockton, 8 assists. Kellogg with a double-double. Again, like, the stats are not amazing in this one, but it's a victory. And I again got, like, walloped in the fourth quarter. So I was up by 26? No. Something crazy. Yeah, 26 going into the fourth. And won by 9. Kellogg fouled out even. Lambeer was the one to go off in this one. We held Isaiah to 14. He had 8 turnovers. I hope that's John Stockton getting steals. No, Dale Ellis had 3. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, and this one shot kind of the same percentage. I did shoot more free throws again. They beat me in rebounds. All right, I'm feeling good. Let's keep going. In Detroit now, and they won. And the Jazz won another game. So the Pistons win on their home court. I cannot win a fourth quarter now for some reason. Tripucka and Johnson this time. So it's always been two guys at the top. Isaiah was not the one to beat me here. Lambeer's played 42 minutes. Kellogg with 28. I've not been scoring as much against the Pistons as I was against the other teams so far. Alright, what happened in this one? Didn't shoot as many free throws as I have been. They did beat me in rebounds again. It was a relatively close game. I don't know what's happening in the fourth quarter. But I'm going to go see... I think I'm going to switch off the matchup here on Tripucka. I'm going to put that back to automatic, and they can decide what they want to do with it. I don't know that there's anything else I want to do. Let's look at the playoff stats for conference finals. Alright, somehow the Lakers are scoring the least of these four teams. I'm shooting a better percentage than them. They haven't shot a three. So again, I'd like to maybe click protect the paint. But I guess I need to see their points in the paint before I do that. Free throws, offensive rebounds, they're getting a lot of those, but I'm already crashed the glass. Defensive rebounds, they're also getting more than me. Steals, they're not getting like any. Blocks, they're low. They're fouling a lot. Points in the paint's not very high. I don't know. I did that against the Bucks, and it was the opposite of what I expected. So points in the paint so far have been 50, 34, and 44. That's not a lot. And then that's like what the Bucks were doing, and then I switched to protect the paint, and they were scoring like 60 or 70. So we're going to leave it, and we're going to hopefully win a game in Detroit. Clark Kellogg has a cut on the head. Does that do something to him? It hurts his offensive consistency, his pass vision, and that is all. So I think we're gonna let that be. And we're gonna try to win in Detroit. Yeah! Won by 3, and we finally won a fourth quarter, and that's what won us the game. We were down by 8 going into the fourth. Really, since the first game, Isaiah has been held in check. It's been a combo of these three guys at the top every time. Oh boy. Kellogg with a good game. Johnson a good game. Harper off the bench with a great game. 15, 5, 4, and 3, and made it 3. Ewing wasn't great, but that's all right. All right, they scored more points in the paint this time. I beat them in rebounds finally. They had a 14-point lead at some point, so. All right, any injuries to deal with for what I'm hoping is the last game of the Eastern Conference Finals. Can the Pacers make it to the NBA Finals? And the Lakers did finally win a game, so we'll see what happens over there as well. Game 5 in Indianapolis. Go Pacers. Clark Kellogg. Okay, I didn't do anything. I'm going to leave that. Yeah! Pacers win. On to the finals. What a turnaround. Regardless of what happens. Oh my gosh, the Jazz won a game too. Ooh, things are aligning. Things are aligning for the Pacers here. Oh boy. I got almost 75 points out of two guys. They shot 26 of 36. Oh. You got that. This is exciting stuff. I feel like I've put a lot of energy into this and it's paying off. We got 18 assists for Stockton as well. Everybody showed up in this game. Well, maybe not so much Dale Ellis, but great game for these guys. Isaiah Thomas, I just feel like John Stockton shut him down. He had a great game one here, 29, and then from there on out, it was like nothing. I mean, he got lots of assists, but points wise, he wasn't a factor. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I'm so rooting for the Jazz right now. Whoops, I'm gonna delete that. If the Jazz win this, although I did lose a game to the Jazz in the regular season as well, but I lost to the Lakers once, and the Lakers are defending back-to-back champs. So, go Jazz. Simulate one at a time here. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Did the Lakers have like an injury? No, I see Worthy, Wilkes, Abdul-Jabbar, Scott, and Johnson. That's all they really need. Cooper, everybody that won the finals for them the last 2 years are here. Wow. The Jazz, with Dantley and Griffith leading the way. Cartwright's their center. Drew's their backup. Reigning sixth man of the year. Who's their? Oh, Ricky Green's their point guard, and Thurl Bailey, who's really stepped up, I think. Well, not so much, but he's playing more and scoring more. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Jazz. What can we do about the Jazz? Bill Walton has recovered, so he can play his minutes again, but I think I'll just leave it for now. I haven't really looked at people's stats so much for the playoffs. It was like Archibald's not very good. Harper's doing really well, 50%. Ewing is just really stepped it up as well. Kellogg's as solid as he has been. Ellis shooting a little worse. Marquise is just as good. Stockton not shooting as well, but I think I'm going to give him another minute over Archibald. I mean, he's 9 better than him, and Archibald's struggling, so. All right, Thurl's got a twisted right ankle. It's hurting him. Let's see. They don't get as many rebounds. We score a similar amount. They're shooting better than me. That's not good. And they do have... Darrell Griffith shoots a lot of threes relative to other guys in this era. So I think I need to guard him tight, go over screens. Now the question is, do I put Stockton on him or let Johnson? So Johnson would be on him. Dale Ellis on Dantley is not what I like. I think that needs to be Johnson, because Johnson's just overall better at defense. And then if I put Ellis, oh man, that puts Ellis on Griffith, which leaves Green. And Green, I imagine, is pretty fast. All right, I'll just do that and let them figure the rest out. We're gonna let Ewing. Well, actually, he's not their starter. Cartwright's their starter, so Ewing should be on him. They also have Bob Lanier. I guess I don't need Where did I have Bill Walton? I don't need to do that. I cannot guard Eaton so much. Mike Brown, Mike Dunleavy. I mean, they're not a super deep team, it doesn't look like. They've got Lanier and Eaton off the bench, but they're both centers, and they have a good center in Cartwright. So let's go look at this most... Well, I want to see like their points in the paint and that stuff again. All right, Jazz and Pacers right here, second and third scoring teams. I've been winning by more. They're shooting better. We already knew that. They're not shooting very many threes or very well. They're shooting more free throws. Their offensive rebounds aren't quite as good as mine. Defensive rebounds, they're like really bad at. They foul more. Points in the paint is one of the top ones. But they have Dantley, and Dantley will be driving a lot. I guess Griffith would too. So I guess it's another one of those where I'll leave it as is. They've by far played the most games. I guess, so 3 more than me. They've struggled. I mean, they've gone to a deciding game in the first 2 series, and then somehow got past the Jazz or the Lakers in 5. All right, guys, here we go. Game 1. Oh shoot! I said I'm getting too excited. I was going to give Stockton another minute. Actually, he might get 2. Let's give him this one too. And then, was there anything else I wanted to do? I think that's it. I could give Walton another one back, but I think I'd rather have Kellogg and Ewing playing their extra minutes. So that becomes my new Indy playoff, which I think the way this works, I have to go refill that out here. Yeah. Which I guess makes sense, because if I had a specific lineup, I would want it to stay. All right. Game 1 against the Jazz. I will have home court advantage since they were the 3 seed and I had a better record. Game 1. No. No. Oh my gosh, I lost by 1. The fourth quarter's hurting me in a lot of these games. I don't know if I need to look at who's in at that time. I mean, nobody fouled out, so it's not a fact about people not playing. I would have never thought with these 3 guys doing those stat lines that this would be a loss. It's very unfortunate. I shot like 55%. That should not be a loss. But evidently we didn't play defense because Adrian Dantley scored 32. So they had 3 guys in 20 points as well. So a lot of scoring in this game. They shot an even better percentage. They shot 62%. They didn't really put me on the line at all. They did make some threes. Oh gosh. Rebounds, I won, but they had more defensive. Walton's not quite back all the way. I'm going to change this to protect the paint and see how things go. It seemed to not work very well earlier, but we'll find out. I don't know what more I can do. I really don't want Ellis guarding him, so I think that makes sense to leave him on him. All right, game 2 in Indy. We did win it, tie it up here by 17. So we lost by 1 and we won by 17. And I mean, this is not as good of a game. Like stat wise, my players did not do as well as they did in the first game, but it looks like we played better defense. They still had 3 guys with 20 points, but Adrian Dantley was not one of them. He only shot 7 times and had 9 points. So that's huge, but we can't expect that to happen every game. Their point guard also had 2 points. So maybe protect the paint helped. I don't know. Hard to say. They didn't. I did protect the paint and they shot 0 threes, so it's kind of interesting. I did beat them in rebounds again. They fouled me more this game, so I shot 38 free throws. Make sure there's no... I like to see... I'm not just looking... I know it'll tell me if I have injuries, but I like to see if the team I'm playing has injuries too. That's why I go to this after every game in the playoffs. All right, game 3 is in Utah. Let's see if we can win one in Salt Lake. We're going to leave that. Gosh. Lost by 21. We were down by 15 at halftime. We didn't win any quarter. Oh, that's not good. Not good. We've got to split these games, these away games now. Since they won one in Indy, we got to win one in Salt Lake. Patrick Ewing played 44 minutes. These guys both fouled out. Kellogg in 19 minutes. I did not shoot well, compared to them anyway. More turnovers. Alright, I wanted to see what's going on in the fourth quarter. But maybe before I do that, I want to see... In the finals, how are guys doing? So nothing to really complain about these guys. My guys are shooting good percentages. Harper, not so much. I could take away a minute from Harper and maybe give it to like Ellis. Now that I think about it, Harper's probably a better defender than Johnson. Yes, he definitely is. So do I put Harper on... Well, it looks like Griffith. That would maybe make some sense. And then... Oh, I don't know. I would hate to lose after getting this far. It's like the stars aligned and everybody that was going to be what I thought competition, the Celtics, the Bulls, the Lakers, they all lost before I had to face them. I'm going to put Derek Harper on him. And that's probably a reason to not take minutes away from him, because he's a great defender. I kind of forgot about that. Do I want to play anybody anymore, though? Carter doesn't necessarily have to play that much. Let's do this. And then the fourth quarter, what's happening? So I seem to struggle. The start of the fourth, I've got Kellogg and Ewing in. Then I get Johnson back in as those guys go out. So right here, I've got Johnson and Ewing. Like, I have 2 of my main scorers in at all times. It seems like that should work. It says Bill Walton should play 32 minutes. I don't really know why. But it also says Kellogg should play 40. Should I find some more minutes for Kellogg? I guess he could take from Walton. It wouldn't hurt anything. But where? Maybe here. Why not save that in case there happens to be an injury. All right, game 4 in Salt Lake. Come on, Pacers. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, double overtime. Double overtime. There were lots of points scored in this one. They had two guys with 33 and 34 points. Thurl Bailey fouled out. I'm guessing I had at least two guys foul out if it was double overtime. Holy moly, Ricky Green, 16 assists. They still only shot 2 threes, and none of them by Daryl Griffith, who shot like, I want to say, well, 20, oh, that's playoffs. 89, that's like some of the most in the league, I think. Oh boy, Marquise Johnson came to play. 42 points. Actually, nobody fouled out. Kellogg with a great game. Ellis didn't shoot a three, but Clark Kellogg was 3 for 3. He really, I don't think he shot that many, no. 20 of 56, but he was 3 for 3 in the game. That is beautiful. Harper, so Ewing really struggled. If he has a better game, then we probably don't need double overtime or even overtime. No, the Jazz were the ones to come back in the fourth to tie it up. All right. The three-pointers really did make a difference. I never get fast break points. I'm not sure why. I don't know if that means they have the transition strategy on. I don't know. Or maybe they're like a pace and space sort of offense. Rebounds were close again. No real huge lead for anybody. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's getting real now. Still no injuries. We're going to just power through game 5 in Indy. Gosh, why? Again, get whomped in the fourth. Lost by 11 in the game. This is rough. 27, 23, 20. So again, I wouldn't think that would be a loss, but my defense did not pull through. I was 40 of 69, so that percentage is crazy good. My free throws were terrible. 29 of 43 is not good. Adrian Dantley scored 43 points. Oof. They also had three guys with 20 again, and they shot a good percentage. Not as good as me, though. I was 69%. Why am I losing this game? I didn't shoot as many times because I shot more free throws and missed them. Man. Well, I feel like I need to play like my starters like the whole game pretty much now. I mean, Ellis and Harper are kind of the same overall, aren't they? Yeah, so I don't necessarily need to differentiate them as much, but Tiny Archibald will not be playing as much. We'll give Stockton another one. I can let Ellis play there. Let's let Ewing play another one here, which means something. Let's do something like that. So Kellogg's up to 40. Ewing's at 39. Johnson's at 37. Stockton's at 35. Okay, that's about as high as I'm going to take them. I don't know if it's been any better since I clicked Protect the Paint or not. Was that after game 1 or 2? Let's see. Whoops. Game 1, they had 50, then 54, then 44, then 66, then 6. I feel like it's working in the opposite way. I'm going to switch it back. Either that or it's just a total coincidence. We're already crash. I could play physical defense and see if that changes anything. I'm afraid that'll just make my guys foul more. And they're playing lots of minutes now. I need to load. Well, it shouldn't matter what my normal rotation is, but sometimes I'm afraid that they don't know what to do if they're different. You never know. Oh, unfortunately, this is in Salt Lake, which I have not. Alright, I've not won yet in Salt Lake. They beat me in Indy. I won in Indy. Oh no, I won the double overtime game, that's right. Well, see if we can keep the momentum. Otherwise, the Utah Jazz are about to be champions. Whew. Oof. Won by 29. Can I please do that again, but at home? I took it to them on their court. Oh, man. This is stressful. This is stressful. I mean, exciting, but stressful. Where is Dantley fouled out in 11 minutes and Cartwright fouled out in 21. So if Dantley keeps fouling, I win. Like the earlier game when he didn't play, barely scored. Now this one was ridiculous. I can't count on that, though. If I can count on Kellogg to get 32 and 20, that'd be great. Patrick Ewing's down here, too, fouling out in 22 minutes. So no wonder Kellogg played 43. Walton played some extra and did great. 15, 7, 5, and 4 blocks. Alright, points in the paint was 52 this time for them. I killed them in rebounds. I led by 32 at one point. They led by 7 at some point. I guess that was in the first quarter. It had to be. It's the only time they were leading. I was up by 20, or I beat them by 20 in the second. Alright, last check for... Oh no. Oh no. Dale Ellis. He can't play. He can't play. Oh no. I've not had to change my starting lineup for the entire season. Well, it seems like Derek Harper would start. It's hard to take my sixth man out of the mix, but Butch Carter can play some minutes. Archibald will play some more. I don't know that I'll play a ninth guy if I can figure it out to play 8. But if I do, I guess we'll just have to see who it is. Let's just give some minutes here. Oh, that's not good for game 7. We've got to switch those, and then he's going to be a shooting guard. We'll just take care of this first. Harper might play even more than Ellis. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, Johnson's at 36. Oops, I didn't do it here. And then Harper's not playing small forward anywhere. So that needs to be... It could be Kellogg, but probably going to be Carter. We'll give all the extra point guard minutes to Archibald. This needs to be Carter. This one, let's just let Johnson play more. And then Harper can play a little more. Who does this need to be? It could be Walker, but it could also be Carter. Carter. And Carter. I really think I'm going 8-man rotation here. That seems doable. I would like a longer break here. Well, that could work. That could work. Is that a Game 7 rotation? I think so. Well, there's no need to save a new lineup because this is the last time I need it. Alright, there was a way to put Walton in more, but that puts Kellogg at small forward, and I don't trust Kellogg to guard Adrian Dantley. He's not laterally quick. He's a decent defender, but what was his perimeter D? 61. Yeah, there's no way he's guarding one of the most explosive offensive players. Did they by chance get an injury? No. No, they sure didn't. All right. Game 7 coming up. Jazz, Pacers. I'm going to do Simcast. Oh, shoot. I forgot to take him out. Now, I'll do the Simcast and then we'll jump in and watch maybe the end, especially if it's close, or I guess regardless, maybe I'll watch it. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Oops. Alright. Did I do that? Put them in the right order down here? Sure. Okay. Simcast, here we go. Game 7. It wants me to play Bill Walton more and not Patrick Ewing. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm glad that just reminded me. I didn't change that to 8-man. I think that changes it over here, right? Nope. Okay. Don't know if that matters, but matters to me. Same with Simcast. Go Pacers. Come on. Pull away. Win every quarter. No. No. I said win. Ooh, lost by 10. Oh my god. I'm not going to win a quarter. Hey. Well, I'm not going to jump in and watch this because there's no point. I was hoping it would at least be close, but that's very unfortunate. The Jazz with Adrian Dantley as the Finals MVP. Sadness. Seemed like the fourth quarter was really rough for this team throughout the playoffs. I don't quite understand that. Had Kellogg and Ewing foul out. Kellogg got to play most of his minutes, Ewing didn't. Harper also fouled out. But it seems like the game was lost before any of that would have happened. Well, I guess I should still be happy about the great improvement this team made, jumping from 39 wins to 61, jumping from a semifinals loss to a finals loss, and in 7 games, and never had a deciding game before that, so got there relatively easy, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that before I forget, change it back to 9-man before I forget. And then the next time we'll look at things is for season number 4 of the rebuild, and we'll hope to, the only next step we can take is a championship. So we'll see how the team changes in the off season. Yeah, next time you tune in, we'll have the draft ready to go, and we'll see how things go for the Pacers from there. So thanks for tuning in. It was exciting. Now I'm disappointed, but yeah, I guess I should be happy. So, until next time, Shusek Redemption out of here.